things right. You're reaching for things your mind conceived. You want to know, then the truth you'll ever need. But you cannot see, you cannot feel what's in front of you, what's really real. Heads turned away, trying to shut each other.
I think I probably wanted to join in. And I think Joe probably wanted to join in just like me. But for whatever reason, we didn't. And he didn't say nothing that whole time. Not even when I peed myself and Miss Benjamin had to clarify her original announcement that now one more person is to go to the restroom. He didn't say nothing then, and he didn't say nothing in that retarded class either. Maybe they thought I was like Joe and didn't talk much. Maybe that's why they thought I was retarded.
I'm not trying to say that Joe was retarded or any of those other kids. I'm just trying to say in my 6-year-old brain, all the smart kids, the teachers' kids, the preachers' kids, the PTA parents' kids, they were all in another class. And I wasn't none of that. My daddy was just a barber and a bus driver.
And my mama was busy in a hospital fighting for her life. So I was in the retarded class.
You know, if I didn't know, I would wonder, how come they didn't realize that just because a kid is quiet, it doesn't mean she's dumb. So who are really the retarded ones?
Now that's just what that little voice in my head would always say. And it would just not be quiet.
So sometimes I just ignored it.
And then finally I started debating with it because obviously it wasn't very bright. How you gonna tell me one thing, but what I see with my own eyes is something else? And why you speak so low? Speak up, for God's sake.
So one day, I told that voice, if I'm not going to be retarded, then I must be smart. So all right, I'm going to be smart and let's see what happens. So that's what I did. I was smart.
Then everybody had to admit your dusty butt was smart.
You're late. And you see where all that smart stuff got me, didn't you?
I'm talking about before then, before the white folks came. You just get in your head that you were black. And if you're black, get back. And if you're white, you're right. And if you're yellow or brown, hang around. And if you're red, I'm sorry, you're dead.
This is the kind of shit I'm saying was in our head. I had forgotten about this. I gotta write this down.
Are you gonna write down everything we say?
Good question.
It ain't like we ain't heard this shit before.
Oh my God, you have journals full of them. Why don't you just listen for a change? Listen.
Listen.
I've said that myself. About 1,000 times. Didn't you know about, was it racism?
Yeah. I knew about that racism stuff before I left elementary school.
And classism.
Yeah, I saw those kids in the cafeteria getting private violin lessons. How come nobody asked me about violin lessons?
I was on my way to the office with a note from my teacher, just enjoying my moment of freedom. And those violins, they spoke to me. They called my name, but I couldn't move. I stood at that cafeteria window, and I looked around that circle of violin kids, and I knew exactly why I couldn't go in. Well, being smart was turning out it wasn't worth nothing. As a matter of fact, the kids started to turn against me. She thinks she's smart. She talk like she white. Why she talk like she white? Oh, come on. That was my trump card. And it wasn't even worth playing anymore. It seemed like every time I found me a trump card just to keep me in the game, somebody would change the game. And then, before I even got to 6th grade, one of the white girls that they sent to our school, who hadn't even been to school in 6 weeks.
That absent white girl would have my 6th grade award to prove being smart wasn't worth nothing.
And after school that day, after the absent white girl got my 6th grade award, I was walking to MC Williams Junior Senior High School. where my stepmother would pick up me and my sister. And all those kids that were saying she thinks she's smart just 2 years ago, they were doing their 11-year-old best to console me because they knew that award was mine. But integration was a beast, and it didn't care. So we stopped off at Antioch Missionary Baptist Church. The front door of that church was always open, and there was a water fountain right out front. Funny. The very thing that black folks were fighting to get rid of was the very thing that soothed our little black souls that day. So we went into the church, and we got us a drink from our water fountain. Because that fountain was ours. It was in our church, in our neighborhood. And they couldn't take that away from us.
When I got in the car, I could not wait to tell my stepmother the news. There was going to be a phone call to the teacher, a visit to that new white principal, and a letter to the district. Well, what made me think that?
Maybe she was smarter than you. Maybe she had all A's in kindergarten too. Not smart enough.
But you are.
Your parents are just not important enough.
They are the parents you chose.
If you were white, you get what you deserve. Being white is just so much better.
You're black and you're proud.
Nobody's gonna stand for you. Nobody's gonna fight for you.
Stand up and fight for yourself.
At 11 years old,
When it's time.
When it's time.
When you are having a trial, you are not thinking about skill building, mostly. You're thinking about the present, you're thinking about the right now, not I'm being pruned, I'm being strengthened, this is coming to help me build my emotions, helping me to build my character, for me to know who I am. Mostly you're in the right now. It's only hindsight that you look back and you're like, wow, I made it through this. So you're getting small nuggets of I've been through this before, I can do it again, or I never thought that I could go through that, but I'm here right now. So then the obvious answer is that I must be stronger. That didn't take me out. Yes, it did happen, but here is the new now.
When we're going through the trials, we don't realize like we need those experiences in order to prepare us for later on. So it's just like when we're riding through a storm, we can't understand like what's going on. It's always like the why, like why me right now? Why am I going through this? And then later on, I believe like it's to prepare us for like when we get to a situation, we're like, oh, because I was in this storm to prepare me for this very moment right here.
I don't know if I can't really put my exact words to the meme, because I feel like there's something to be said about the little child that's lifting up the heavy weights that we all know that it can't lift. So I'm still trying to figure out my words about that, because I feel like we know that as a human, that human being will eventually be able to carry that, but maybe that weight is not for it right now. So maybe it's about needing assistance to go through the trial. Maybe it's about not doing it alone, carrying more than taking on more, trying to lift more than you actually can, and then deciding that that's your trial that's going to make you stronger. I have to really figure out my clarification on that, but I know that there's something about the infant thinking that they're going to lift that up.
I always think like sometimes like when we first come out of a storm, like even myself, like when you're riding through the storm, you're tired. And then when you come out of it, like you look like the person on the bottom, like you're so tired right now, you can't see anything but going back and remembering like the trial that you just came out of. So you just feel yourself like, I'm dead, I'm out of it. I can't do nothing else at this point.